and now 4 years later, the pressure is very different because now people have expectations.
Yes.
And sometimes they have crazy expectations.
No. On the internet?
No, it never happened.
Never.
So, what do we have going on, like the footage over here? Like,
Walk us through what's going on
Absolutely.
in Mankind
What's
Divided.
Adam up to over here?
Yeah, it's to put people in context. What you're saying, Adam Jensen is going to a ghetto called Golem City, and in the world of Mankind Divided, there's a lot of tension between augmented people and the naturals, if you can say that. And now governments are putting in place a lot of restrictive laws to put those people in those ghettos and everything. So when that kind of segregation happens, there's a rise of terrorism and a lot of violence and whatnot. And in this world now, there's been a lot of terrorist attacks recently. And at the beginning of the game, Adam Jensen is caught in one, and he has eventually, through his own investigation, he has to go into that ghetto to find the potential responsibles behind it, because the ghetto is the home for a faction called the Augmented Rights Coalition, and those guys are trying to fight for the freedom for augmented citizens. But now they're the prime suspects, and we need to go in and confront the leader of that group. His name is Talos Rucker.
There we go. We're gonna lay down some punishment. So, does this have the same approach as previous Deus Ex games, where you can just, like, do a lot of stealth? Yeah,
or everyone's gonna hate you.
That's right.
You can still walk from the beginning of the game to the end with your fridge if you want, like all the same flexibility.
I love it.
But no, it was really important that we keep the same 4 gameplay pillars: stealth, combat, social, and hacking. And this time around, compared to HR, we wanted to beef up the combat experience a little bit more, to be more on par with the stealth experience that we had. And in the last game, the way it was balanced, a lot of people thought that there was a bias for stealth, and you needed to play that way, but it's not true. We want the players to be able to play this game the way they want to play it, and we made sure that this time around that combat feels as legitimate as stealth, but you can still go invincible and make sure you're not killing anyone. And this time around, we mean it 100%.
Well, so no one can die. You can finish the game with no one dying. No boss that you have to kill.
Exactly.
100%.
Yes.
I'm really happy you just brought that word up. I got a question.
Here we go.
I was reading some words on the internet device, and I saw that you guys really want to bring it home on bosses this time around. You guys want to nail awesome boss encounters for people that want to jump in on that. Can you maybe shed light?
It's always been the case. It's just that on Human Revolution, at some point, maybe we had too much to chew with the time we had left to finish the game. But
absolutely. That's why there was a huge article.
But,
I tell it how I see it, man.
Yeah,
I'm a fan, so I want to know.
So yeah, this time around, like from day one, we took action. And we put people in place and making sure that from the ground up we would allocate the resources we need to make sure that this happens and we don't repeat the same mistake as the last game.
And everyone right now just went,
yeah, what a relief.
So happy I asked.
Yes.
And your answer was great.
One thing that seemed really evident from the footage that I saw was that, like, it seems like you'll get to know the enemy, like your enemy, a lot better in this game. Like, I feel like in Human Revolution, like there were these really badass enemies and bosses, but like I never had the chance to really kind of like know their backstory, know about them, what they're like. You know, when they're just mercenaries. It felt a little bit empty to me, and now it feels like, at least from when I saw the trailer, just like they have a cause, they have like you know, a reason for why they're acting that way. It's deeper, and I really like that connection between like why are they acting the way they're acting.
And it was really important to us to go in that direction and like to get to give those characters a sense of purpose, and whether you agree or not with them, you understand in what context they are and what can lead a human being to act in a certain way instead of another. So that was really important to get that in, and we're trying to avoid the fully black or white kind of thing. We want to go nuanced and etc. Yeah, that was the
you guys are over there
the gun
talking.
arms.
I have not even listened to you guys. I'm just watching.
That was the gun arms, the gun arm feature. Now it was the Tesla gun arm, and it allows you to knock out up to 4 characters, NPCs at once, and it's non-lethal and everything. So you can use it in stealth, but you can also go in combat, and you're in this situation, and you just like unleash that gun arm, and bam, those guys go away for the moment, you know. So what was important for us also with the combat, it was not just to make it more visceral with more explosions or more reaction to the environment, but it was also to support better whether if you want to play lethally or non-lethally. And it was important that you might want to go combat, but it doesn't mean you want to kill. And in the last game, you were kind of like combat was about killing, and sparing the life of people was more stealthy. So now we wanted to mix that thing up to make sure that whether you have a playstyle or another, you can still be a massive killer or not. So.
Damn, that's pretty.
So timeline-wise, now we're with Mankind Divided. We're even closer to like when the original Deus Ex happens, right? Will we see more references to like the original Deus Ex? Or is that a secret? Is it still we're too far off timeline-wise to kind of get into that?
We're still in the era of human revolution, like 2027, now 2029. So it's a direct continuity to what happened in the last game and everything. So we're in the same kind of mood from all perspectives, I would say. But I'm not saying that there won't be stuff. But I'm just saying. That's it.
Just saying. I hear that, JF. Gotcha. I hear you, bro.
Just 2 years happened.
Just 2 years. Okay. Just curious.
So I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What's your play style? Like, whenever you play, because I know you play. Like, what's your go-to?
I'm more the stealthy guy, and with a mix of sparing lives and sometimes randomly killing people.
Nice. I'm just a dolphin.
A little bit psychopath.
Swimming.
Swimming.
No, I actually was really weird. When I was younger, I was like, okay, my character can only be this. He can only be a hacker, and he's not gonna kill, or he's only a murderer and doesn't know how to hack. Like I would limit myself.
You can do